Good afternoon, all the members. I formally welcome you all to 39th Annual General Meeting of the company. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the former directors, Mr. Manoj Joshi ji, Mr. Sukhcharan Singh ji, and Mr. B.R. Wadhwa ji, who have completed their terms of office in this year. Mr. Joshi was an important sounding board for us since 1992, pre-IPO time, and Mr. Wadhwa and Mr. Singh had been associated with us since 2007. Their contribution to the board is highly appreciated. Thank you very much, sirs. Thank you for all the inputs. It's now time for me to warmly welcome the two new board members, Mr. Ranjit Khattar and Mr. Sharad Jain, who are attending this AGM for the first time, along with all the board members. So it's an opportunity to meet all the shareholders.
Thanks.
Now I would like to take an opportunity to thank all the shareholders for their invaluable support, auditors and other participants joining this AGM through the video conferencing. Since the requisite forum is present, I call the meeting to order. So we can start?
Yeah, please.
Dear members, the notice of the AGM, along with the annual report comprising financial statements, audit reports, director reports, and annexures have been circulated on 4th of September 2024 through email, and physical copies have been sent to the members who had requested for the same. The annual report has been placed on the website and of the company, stock exchanges, NSDL for easy access. Please note that statutory auditors and secretarial auditors, both of the company, have expressed unqualified opinion in their audit reports for the financial year 2024. Therefore, with your permission, shareholders, I take the said reports along with the notice of the AGM as read. Dear shareholders, with immense pride and a deep sense of gratitude, I'm here before you today to present the performance of the company and give you some color on the opportunities that are unfolding. Friends, today, when the company has entered 40th year of growth, I would like to share that it's a beautiful journey which has just started very small in a small grocery store in Parvano with just 40,000 rupees in the pocket back in 1984 by late Mr. K.B. Suri, my elder brother, who did not live long enough to see his dreams unfold. Morpen is a story of pure determination, a will to do, a will to achieve, and a will to lead. KB, as we usually addressed him, never had any limitation on his thoughts and plans. My dad sometimes used to laugh at him on his big dreams, but KB dared to plunge into the game, took risks, and virtually created an empire from scratch. I can recall his high energy levels along with the long-term vision and his far-sightedness in every action. And friends, not to miss his humility, simplicity, compassion, and empathy for the people around him, even for a random person who just walked in the office. Unfortunately, friends, he left us at the young age of 38 years and in October 2000. It's over 25 years now, but the vision is still guiding. His vision is still guiding us. When I took over after his sudden demise, I was only 36 years. And it was not easy to step into the big shoes with everything scrambled around, followed by a big global market crash post Y2K. Financial challenges were mounting, blocking the company's growth plans. The share price of Morpen, which was at once market darling at one time, the share price touching up to 1200 rupees, came down to barely 2 rupees. Of course, it was after split of 1:5. And we were finding it difficult to sustain the high growth rate. But friends, it was the fire inside and the drive to come back with flying colors that continue to fuel our dreams, and we did not let go a single day. We kept all the burners on. And now, with God's grace and support of all the stakeholders, customers, vendors, and most importantly, the dedicated and sincere team, I'm proud to share with you with all the humility that we have become over a $500 million company and fast inching toward our next milestone, a $1 billion company with all the market caps. With all the lessons we have learned, we are fully geared for the next phase of growth, what we call Morpen 2.0, to put it simply. Today, we can say that not only we had a smooth sailing over all the challenging times, but also have built a place for ourselves in the industry, both in India and the global markets for our products, especially in the heart of customers and the consumers. So, coming specifically to the business, financial year 2024 had marked excellent growth, and it's a testimony of our resilience, patience, and vision. Of course, it's a big comeback. While we celebrate every little achievement, our focus remains firmly on the future, which is waiting for us with open arms. As you know, friends, India is at the forefront of pharma and healthcare revolution and has proven its mettle in the world to the world during the COVID time recently. Today, as the whole world is under deep economic crisis and is struggling to maintain a balance, and many parts of the world are disturbed due to geopolitical situations, India is standing tall with a growth story and domestic consumption market. Also, India is becoming a global hub for sourcing with high-tech manufacturing from iPhone to jet planes and going up to chip manufacturing. This is amazing. At Moripin, we are fully positioned and prepared to capitalize on new opportunities opening up in the pharma and consumer health space. Despite the headwinds from the supply chain disruptions, regulatory challenges, and inflationary pressures, we have continued to deliver growth both in revenue and operational excellence year after year, quarter on quarter. Now I'll give you the key highlights of the financial performance. The annual revenue of 1700 crore for FY24 has registered a 20% growth, churning an EBITDA growth of 101%, friends, with 172 crore EBITDA for FY24. This is accentuating strong demand for our products both in domestic and international markets. Profit before tax, the PBT, has grown 143%, rupees 135 crores PBT and 56 crores in as compared to FY23. PAT, which is the profit after tax, increased by 150%. It's 2.5 times to 97 crores from 39 crores in FY23, driven by cost optimization strategies and favorable product mix and the market mix also. Our earnings per share, which is the final ultimate, has jumped from 77 paisa to rupees 188, 1 rupees 88 paisa for the financial year 24, being a remarkable increase. Now, coming specifically to the business, particularly, I would say I'd like to start with the medical devices. Today, almost 25 years into medical devices, let me tell you how it all started. It was late 1990s, I remember. I vividly recall sitting with a global health report in my hand. The statistics were alarming, friends. Millions in the developing nations are succumbing to preventable diseases simply because of the timely diagnosis is missing. Access to the fast, accurate disease detection was a luxury, which was available only to select few which could afford. The infrastructure to support was virtually non-existent. This stark reality hit me hard. In that moment, a vision began to crystallize. What if we could empower the individuals with their tools to manage their health in the comfort of their homes? What if we could put health in your hands so you can test everything in the sitting comfort of your home? India, often referred as the diabetic capital of the world, has now over 100 million potential diabetic patients. Half of them do not know they are diabetic. 25 years ago, we recognized an opportunity to make a difference. We set out a bold mission to revolutionize the self-diagnosis in India and give people control of their health like never before. Health in your hands. We imagined a future where every household has access to quality healthcare at their fingertips. Thanks to our goal, that's our goal. With skyrocketing medical costs, we are relentlessly working to bring home health devices like glucometer, BP monitors to every home, not only in India, to the world. Few years ago, when the glucometer was priced at 2,000, 3,000 rupees and more, it was out of reach of our senior citizens. Today, it's less than the cost of a cup of coffee. This transformation is not just about price, it's about accessibility. Through constant innovation and economies of scale, we have made home devices affordable and within the reach of millions as we see market exploding in the times to come. And we are here for long, my friends. Since entering into medical devices back in year 2001, Dr. Morpan has established itself as India's largest producer of glucometers and blood pressure monitors. Medical devices have been our fastest growing sector within the Morpan family, with a CAGR of 28%. This is compounded annual growth rate, doubling the revenue every 3 years. We started very small, but now we serve 12 million customers who use Dr. Morpan glucometers, having sold 1.5 billion strips. The figures that speak to the trust the consumer places in us. But I would like to add, we have just scratched the surface. This is only a tip of the iceberg, as they say. Our backward integration gives us full control over the entire value chain, from mounting bare PCBs with our highly sensitive, fully automatic robotic SMT machines, assuring high quality cost efficiency from start to finish. Our facilities in Baddi, Himachal Pradesh, which adhere to the global standard like ISO 13485, continue to expand. With our successful QIP fundraise, we are doubling the glucometer production from 2.5 million to 5 million units and increasing the strip production from 500 million to 700 million strips per annum. This expansion is just a beginning, as I said, as we extend our footprint in the international market. We have started small markets like Nepal, Bhutan, Thailand, going to Middle East, but I see a lot of opportunities coming from the Western market also. Multiple new initiatives by the Government of India, which are promoting production of the high-tech medical devices in India, including PLI scheme, medical devices parks, and new regulators, new regulations. They're all making India a net exporter, not an importer. There was a time we were a net importer. This aligns perfectly with Morpan's mission to make in India and reduce dependence on imports. Our special efforts of empowering the consumers with home devices is giving an extra layer of advantage to Dr. Morpan, having built a brand directly reaching to the consumers. With fully oiled distribution system all over the country and full service centers running 24/7. This gives us a cutting edge in that space. Friends, as I always say, we are not just building products, we are building an ecosystem of care. With demand for medical devices rising both in India and globally, the opportunities are immense. And we have just begun, it seems. During financial year 24, rupees 443 crore has been recorded as a revenue, which is a big jump of 35% from a base of last fiscal of 327 crores, with a similar surge in the top line of glucometers and BP monitors, which contribute almost 95% of the revenue. While we expand the domestic distribution network in East and Southern India, we are confident of contributing our growth at 25 to 27% annual rate. We are looking for a big upside in the revenue when we add capacities and backward integration of strips manufacturing in India with focus on US and European markets in the coming years, for which dialogues are already there with the large international chains. We have already started that. So that's a brief about medical devices. Now I'll go to our core, which is our API. While the medical devices garners attention, our API business remains the bedrock of Morpan. And to call it a cash cow for the longest time, we clocked 994 crore rupees revenue this year, registering 15% growth in the revenue in the pharma business, with 90% of our APIs revenue coming from 6 high-value products where we are market leaders. We are market leaders in loratadine, desloratadine, Montelukast, with a market share over 50%, 50 to 70% market share in these 3 products. And we rank among the top 3 to 4, I would say. Atorvastatin, fexofenadine, and rosuvastatin, we have got 10 to 15% market share. We still see a lot of opportunity for growth in these products also. Our commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has fostered over 60% repeat business, friends, from clients with a relationship exceeding 10 years. The API segment achieved significant milestones, including a notable 32% increase in exports to the highly regulated US market and impressive 53% growth in the other continents. Our API expansion continues with a planned increase of manufacturing capacities from 400 KL to 600 KL by 25-26. And with the China plus one model, we are all well positioned ourselves as a trusted partner for the global outsourcing, which people call it CDMO. So our relentless focus on the quality and compliance recognized by the global regulatory bodies ensure that we maintain our leadership in the space. Furthermore, the company remains committed to expanding its global footprint and upholding its higher standards of production to meet the escalating international demands. The company continues to drive innovation with 155 patents filed and 249 drug masters submitted. Continuing its commitment on the innovation, the company has introduced 43 new molecules, friends, showcasing its commitment to advancing pharmaceutical research and development. And lastly, consumer health. By the way, that's my favorite. I love D2C, direct to consumer. Dr. Morben is not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Our customers trust us to help them take control of their health from head to toe. From Bernol with our legacy brand of 75 years to whey protein and to omega supplement, from pain to fever to multivitamin, Dr. Morpen has become a household name for your day-to-day health needs. Dr. Morpen is a doctor at your home, in your hands, basically. Over a period of time, the company has developed a robust distribution network with over 5,100 distributors, 328,000 retail touchpoints across India. The company has dedicated team for medical devices, RX, and of course the OTC business, supported by a nationwide sales force of 580 members, including the managers, 580 people. The formulation and OTC business has grown by 10% during financial year 24. We have reached 12 states distribution network for formulation, and of course OTC is all over the country. The company has separate dedicated team reaching out to over 35,000 doctors in case of the RX. This is all about the performance, friends, but I am seeing a bright future lined up here. As we move into the next phase, Morpen 2.0 is just not a strategic vision. It's our commitment to growth, innovation, and excellence. Our manufacturing capabilities coupled with innovation-driven approach are creating new possibilities across every sector, particularly the medical devices, where we have a unique positioning. With strong brand positioning, cutting-edge production facilities, and a customer-centric approach, we are poised for a sparkling future. As we embark on this exciting journey, I want to express my deep gratitude to all of you shareholders. Our success is built on your trust and support, and together we are building a future where quality healthcare is accessible to everyone. Morpen Laboratory is not just about numbers or products. It's about making a difference in your life of millions of people. The future is bright. With your continuous partnership, Morpen will not only grow, but thrive. Thank you, friends.